So here you'll learn about FreeCAD and how you can further develop it, like plugins, what's developed with open source, etc. So here in Wikipedia, you see I have FreeCAD is a general purpose computer aided modeler tool, and it's free and open source. Open source is this the source code itself is available, and compared to other tools which are paid, and it's a very good tool for students and developers who want to explore new designs and stuff. So let's go to FreeCAD. Just have a look at it. I'm just going to give you some of the indicators and then you look into it with your own time. So here you see I have a repository GitHub. So this is the FreeCAD source code. You see a lot of documentation is there. And if you see inside here, for example, let me go to the source here. You see all the source codes like CMake files, HPP files, and if I see tools, and there are a couple of Python files inside. Let me look at some of the app here. Yeah, you see CPP. This is basically the code which basically builds what you're seeing as a FreeCAD software. So this you can basically download, compile, and then run your own FreeCAD and also contribute. This is a great thing compared to the other paid software like Onshape or Katia, which are really expensive. So if you're a student or a learner in CAD or a mechanical engineer, this is a great tool you can start with, and it offers a lot of flexibility. So that's saying, then I'm going to go into the FreeCAD website, and here let me just give you an introduction. So here you see the source documentation. I am in FreeCAD documentation. If I go to the overview, FreeCAD source code is commented to allow programming documentation. Doxygen is used. Doxygen is a documentation tool, and Doxygen document can be both in C++ and Python. C++ is the core where the software itself is developed, and certain interfaces are offered in Python with which you can extend and use the code. Here you see a architecture diagram, how it is basically structured. You have the source code, you have the third party thing, and it's all in the GitHub, which I just showed you. So you have here FreeCAD API website and a FreeCAD forum. So let's go to the API website. Here, this is the whole API website. You can find a list of documentation here. Let me go to some of the thing. This is the source documentation. This goes to the home page, and this goes to the wiki documentation. Here you have users hub, powers hub, and developers hub, and whichever is applicable for you, you can have a look. Let me go to the developers hub. Here is the same again, source code and compiling. How do you want to compile? That is, you can download the source code, compile it, and run it on your own local machine. That's a great thing to do. And you have other build tools and how you modify more of the stuff. And mod dev guide is more like additional GitHub documentations which you can look at. So let me go back and then let me see. Yeah, power users Python script. So this is a place where you are an experienced user. You can customize and extend FreeCAD. So you can download, compile, and then add more buttons and stuff which you want, like customize it. Interface to the customer starting with beginning toolbars and scripting macros, introduction to. And here there's a lot of introduction to Python, which is basically give you an introduction of how you can use Python with in this console. So I have FreeCAD here, which I can just show you quickly. So you just go to the view, and then I think it's panels, and then you here. This is the, if you click that, then you have the Python editor here. So that's about Python, what you can do. Like you can do a lot of stuff, which I'm not going to go deep. It's just like giving you a short introduction, and then you can find your own way. If you have questions, you can still put on comments or feedback. So that's for Python extensions, what you can do and what you cannot. And let's go back again, and then so I am in this. So we just looked at this one here. General introduction to the source code is, I think it's just the GitHub stuff now. So you have here FreeCode source code is managed by Git, which is like which I just showed you. FreeCAD programming FreeCAD code is programmed with C++. So it's a C++ program, but relies heavily on Python. So C++ and Python are the main things here. And it's a multi-platform. It can run on any operating system, Linux or Windows. And this is about the short introduction they have. And there is a forum also where you can exchange, you can subscribe and exchange, and there's a lot of help for you if you're a mechanical engineer starting in CAD CAM. And they have different groups here, pull requests, like, you know, French also is there, and different languages, German also, and also the job offers in this area is also some good things here. Help on using FreeCAD, where you can ask your questions, how you do, these surfaces, or how you do stuff. So that's a great thing to do. It's a good tool for any beginner, and having a view. Looking at FreeCAD itself, this is the software, and here you see you have a lot of tools. You have macros, you have windows, and you can create new documents. And once you create document, this you see some of the Python commands is executing. So when you have the model, then you can again control with Python. That's the whole idea, and this is the whole thing. So that's a very short introduction about FreeCAD and Python, and how, as a developer, what you can do with it. So go ahead, just play around with the software, and if you have any questions, do post to me, and let's get on. Thank you.